Hey guys, Joe Barry here, founder and lead master artist at Full Micropigmentation. I'm here with my friend Denny today. Denny has, it's been about 3 years since he did his original treatment, and he's here for his touch-up today. Excited to get him going and get a whole new layer on his scalp and get him darker. Denny's also the perfect guy to have here because he actually trained under me and apprenticed under me for the last year or so, so he has a lot of knowledge that he can share with you guys today. All right, let's go get started. So like I said, we're doing Denny's touch-up. It's been 3 years. We're gonna give him basically once over to make everything fresh again, right? It's a little faded, lightened up. There's some spots that are lighter than others. We're gonna go through all those spots. We're going to make everything pop more. We're gonna go through anything that's lightened up in between, like I said, and give it a nice dark 3D layer. Make it pop again, make it fresh again. Usually this only takes one session, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But also, we're gonna talk about kind of Denny's journey from the beginning, before he came in here. You know, he's kind enough to talk to us about what he went through with hair loss and what he tried. So yeah, I'll let him kind of speak to that, and we'll go back and forth.
You know, years ago, growing up as a kid, you know, I always had thick, curly hair. You know, everybody, all the girls wanting my hair and touching it. So I feel like as I got older and I noticed that it started thinning first, you know, it made it that much tougher to deal with and want to do something about it. And I know how to cut hair, and you know, I do my own beard, cut my own hair and stuff like that. So I started using like black hairspray to fill in the thin spots. So, you know, that stuff works well when you've had minimum hair loss, but as the years went on and, you know, using more and more spray, you know, it got to a point where there was more spray than hair. And my sister back home in Toronto, you know, she knows me well, and she knows, you know, sometimes it could be a touchy subject. She's in the permanent makeup industry as well. She does eyebrows and everything, and she's just like, look, you know, there's a new technique going on called SMP, you know, why don't you look into it? So she actually found Joe online for me, and I checked out Joe's Instagram. I liked what he saw. I liked what I saw. Came in and had a consultation with him. You know, I liked his demeanor. He was very patient. So yeah, I really thought about it, and then I came back and got it done.
Denny, let's go back real quick. Let's go back to you know, before your first session. You said you came in here for a consult and stuff, and tell us a little bit about that. What went through your head, you know, before your first session?
Well, when I came in, you know, I wasn't too sure what it was. You know, it's a new thing. I had never seen it, and so when I came in and I met you and I saw it on your head, it put me a little bit at ease. That's what really made me, you know, go for it, because, you know, you're the artist and you also have it done. You know, I think that's a lot better, because sometimes when you go in and, you know, the artist has a full head of hair, you're like, oh, well, you know, it was easy for me to relate to you. And, you know, that was also a deciding factor. And that's also why I chose to come back to you for my training and apprenticing as well.
So what did you feel before that first session? Were you nervous?
Oh yeah, I was definitely nervous.
Yeah. What were you nervous about?
I saw a lot of botch jobs online. You know, I'm very particular. You know, I'm kind of a perfectionist.
Botch jobs, you mean other places?
Of right? SMP, yeah. A lot of people, you know, their hair changed colors, and it was just not a good job. You know, the hairline wasn't correct. Just, you know, there's a lot of ways that this could be thrown off and just made to look unnatural.
After you saw the results on the first session, what happened to those nerves and those thoughts?
Well, yeah, it was a good big sign of relief. You know, I was really happy with the results. I was also happy that I didn't have to go through this whole production of cutting my hair and spraying my hair and just doing all this extra stuff, you know, for no reason. And yeah, I was really happy with it. And like I said, it looked natural. Nobody ever knew. You know, it wasn't until recently that I got trained in it that I started telling people that I had got it done myself. And even then, they're looking in my head and they're like, what? That's a tattoo? Like, you know, people, they don't know. It's because it looks so natural. And I think a lot of people, this wasn't too much of my concern, but I know it is a concern for a lot of people, is about the pain. And it does not hurt. Like, to me, I have a tattoo, I have tattoos, so I feel like on a scale of 1 to 10, a tattoo for pain would be 10, and this is like a 2. So it's no big deal.
Yeah, that's what I tell people usually. This is probably like a 3.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's pain tolerance is different, but this is definitely not. You don't need medication. You're not being put to sleep. Like,
right.
You're. Usually people are here watching TV or talking to me like you and I are right now, and they're completely fine. Some people fall asleep.
Yeah.
And how did you feel after that first session?
Well, after the first session, yeah, I was relieved. You know, I was really happy that, like I said, I didn't have to go through all this maintenance and cutting my hair and dyeing my hair, and it was just gonna make life a lot more easier. You know, when you have temporary dye in your hair, you have to worry about and always be cautious of your surroundings, like as far as even just simple things like sitting on a couch. Like, you don't want to put your head on the couch and leave some black mark on the couch or
your pillow,
you know, so it just makes life a lot easier. You know, you can't go swimming and just, you know, a lot of things. So it was a relief just to get back to, you know,
not worrying about all that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, same with me, right? So I used to use whatever it may have been to help Propecia, Rogaine, you know, hair makeup.
Yeah.
I tried the transplant. You know, over the years, all roads led to SMP after trying everything, and you know, such a huge relief after having my 3 sessions done. I was immediately like in awe of how this helped my confidence, my look, having a hairline, framing the face, how big of a difference that makes. And yeah, that really changed my life for the better in many ways, and kind of is exactly the reason why I got into it, right? I wanted to do that for other people. You've apprenticed here over the last year. You trained, you did your master training, and you've done an amazing job. You've actually, I can say you're one of the best artists I've ever trained.
Thank you.
Your attention to detail and knowledge, and always asking me questions. I think that's all very important. Why did you choose to get trained here? You know, and what did you take from your training?
You know, I chose you from the training just kind of like I chose you to do my hair originally. You know, I did research before, so I had already done research, and you know, I know you're one of the top artists in the industry in the world, and you know, you have a very nice facility. So I knew coming back to you would be a good choice.
You know, you've done a training, you've done an apprenticeship. How was that? You know, getting to the apprenticeship allowed you to work on clients, and kind of shadow, and you know, you asked a lot of good questions, right? So how did that help you now moving forward, with your SMP career?
I chose to do the apprenticeship after the training because, like I said, I just wanted to be that much better and have as much hands-on experience as I could. You know, it was more like I liked having you around for my first couple of clients as like kind of like a safety net. You know, for my nerves or whatever, just to be confident and just be more comfortable. You know, it was nice having you around. You know, over what do you call it, overshadowing or
Right.
just watching me to, I never used to think I'd mess up, but it's just nice to have a safety net. So yeah, like I said, the apprenticeship, ended, and now I'm super confident and super eager and willing to get out there. And yes, I'm relocating to Houston pretty soon. And I hope to start everything up there, and I'm really excited about that, and I'm just really excited to get in there and start making a name for myself.
Awesome. Well, you have my full support, man, and
Thank you.
you know that when you go there, you can call me anytime with any questions, and I will do everything I can to help you and your business.
Yes, I appreciate that.
All right, so we've got some of the back done. I'm gonna finish up the rest of his head. We'll check back in a little bit, and you can see the whole head done with today's touch-up for Denny.